Don't fuck with me, don't fuck with you. It's time for it. Holden sings while the camera moves its way away. Oh, I don't know.
There we go.
Happy
We're back.
I thought, Holden, I just assumed you were singing one of the many post 9/11 American anthems that came out at the time.
Hell yeah.
Like I
Have
thought
you
Lee Greenwood.
forgotten way those big towers fell?
Try 9/11 in a small town.
And I
Try it in a
gladly
small
stand up
Up
next to you.
and defend her still today.
We don't like certain people that look a certain way.
Should 9/11 be forgotten? No, it shouldn't. That would be messed
All
up.
right, what's up, Red H? How's it going? Yes, yes, I get it. We're doing the 9/11 episode. This is kind of perfect, though, that we're doing, finally, our part 3 of the U.S. United States of America essay states ranking. We have a lot to get through, so we're going to jump in quickly. But Dark Earth, thank you so much for the sub. Blanca the Ferris, thank you so much for the sub. Lurking Mongoose, thank you for the sub. And the Milkman, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. And Red Age, thank you for the sub. Hello, Jake, and others, I guess. Absolutely. Tiger Cat says, this will surely be an episode we will never forget. Thank you for the sub.
I get it.
And we really appreciate it. Get in here. Get ready. We're going to rank some fucking states, and we have opinions on them.
Just let me go off on Maryland. I'm ready.
yeah.
Ooh, Maryland.
Oh, Jake
Ooh,
is
I got
ready.
thoughts about Maryland.
I met Jake in Maryland.
Awesome.
That's how it went
It's
down.
true.
I know.
Thank you for the 7 months as well, by the way. So it's time. Tears of a Clown. We're back. It's been a minute. I gotta get lubed up. I gotta get ready here. Let's just jump into it, man. You know, we'll talk about sun balloons and
I'm
shit
sorry.
later.
Oh God!
Tears
Wait,
the Clown. I said the
how?
name that is
How
correct.
are
Welcome.
they back? I watched them die. I watched them die.
I know.
How?
I can't kill that clown, man.
I know, man. Shout outs to Tearzo. Thank you so much. And thank you finally for endorsing Satan last night. That was a weird one. I don't even think he's on the ticket.
Dude.
But
Well, you'd be surprised. He's somewhere on there.
he's somewhere on there. But anyways, let's get into it. Starting with the first state. I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be a humdinger. Let's do it. Let's
Here we go.
Colorado.
Wow.
Mr. Shanks, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you, dude.
Wow.
Colorado, bro.
Can we just get this out of the way?
Tearzo knows.
Can we?
Yeah.
Colorado maybe lost a step now that every state that is worth the shit also has legal weed. It feels like Colorado may be a little less special.
No, sir.
I disagree
Yeah.
because what Colorado did, first of all, historically, Jake, well, as we all know, Colorado was the first to step up. You can't take that away from them. And then second of all, they're always re-upping because now they got, I believe, legal mushrooms over there.
And
correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure
mescaline and methamphetamines is now
PCP is
legal there.
next. They're just gonna go through them all. So Colorado stays cool by upping the ante.
I
every
have
year.
always wanted to buy ayahuasca from a guy named Garrett. So,
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
Colorado
Garrett.
is where I got to be.
Yeah.
Union Station in Denver.
Last time I was there, I got my balls sucked for some rock, and it was amazing. Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Congratulations.
Tossed him a couple. I always take a couple of rocks too. It was just rocks.
Yeah. Well, it's Rocky
It
Mountain.
wasn't even a drug. It was actually just rocks.
It's rocks from the mountains. Absolutely.
So anyways, I didn't come or anything. He just sucked on my balls and he walked away. It was very, very interesting, but I digress. Let's get into it. Colorado, I'm biased. Denver, my brother used to live there. Amazing. I'd pick a show at Red Rocks and I'd go. Honestly though too, Page 7 and Wizard and the Bruiser, when we were touring all around the country, everybody couldn't get enough of it and loved it. And they kept saying, come back. And we said, no, we don't want to go back. We want to stay home. But while we were doing it, oh my God, Red Rocks is the best venue ever.
Oh, yeah.
Comedy Works in Denver. We weren't even at the main
Comedy
one.
Works, one of the best comedy clubs
We weren't even
in
at the main one.
country.
Everyone says and that is so true. That was the best comedy club I think we worked in the whole fucking tour. It was an incredible room. The staff and everybody involved were incredibly kind to us. Yeah. And I got my balls sucked in the bathroom by the stage manager.
All over Denver.
Which was crazy. Didn't
To
come.
be fair,
Just sucked my balls for a little bit.
Your balls were tangled with the mic cord, and you did spend the whole time being like, "Oh golly, how did this happen? I guess someone's got to come take care of this."
Yeah, and I keep painting them up to look like gobstoppers.
Oh,
You know what I
wow.
mean? And they're like, I bet you can't, get to the center of these everlasting gobs. Whatever, dear.
Tirso.
All right.
Tirso,
Okay,
without speaking, speaks for us all.
Two things, 1 for, 1 against Colorado. Number 1, amazing state flag. One of the top tier state flags.
Oh.
That
See
big
that
letter
flag.
C.
Can we get the flag, James?
So you can know immediately, oh, that's definitely Colorado.
Right, because it's not Connecticut. It's not Connecticut.
No.
You don't
Yes,
have a
Mr.
C.
Shakes, everlasting
don't got a
gobslobbers. I love that. That's
Slobbers.
good.
That's very funny.
That's good.
There it is.
That's a
Nice.
great flag.
That's
That
a
is
flag.
a
I
quality
like the
flag.
colors. It looks like it would be.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, and it looks like it would be at like an Old Navy or like an Abercrombie back in the. You know what I mean? It looks like it wouldn't. It's just a logo, like a well thought out logo. Yeah, that's great. And
You got the C and the O on there.
yeah, it really gets across. That flag sucks. Scully Goalie, you suck. Knock knock. Who's there? Is it Scully Goalie? Scully Goalie, I take your fucking eyes out of your head, bro. And I'm not even gonna say skull, okay? Scully Goalie, Squared Away Int. Thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. And Scully Goalie found where your family lives. Just throwing it out there. Not a threat. Oop Marie, thank you so much for the sub. I hear you're a person that I know. All right, I almost want to give it an S.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
Everybody
What was
loves
the thing
Colorado.
against, Jake? What was the thing against?
Yeah, what was your one thing
On
against?
my list of state sandwiches, the official sandwich of Colorado is the Denver, which is literally just a Denver omelet between 2 pieces of bread.
Oh, so like eggs and toast.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
I like it. I like it.
That's good though. It's not like actively bad.
Yeah,
it's
it's
mid.
not-
It's mid.
It's
if
not
anything.
great. Your
not
state
great.
sandwich has to be a powerful sandwich, but
Yeah.
whatever. That was my take.
Well, I'm starting to lean towards what Holden is saying. I think Colorado is definitely S tier. It's one of those states that you can mention to anyone, your conservative uncle, your uberly liberal aunt, whoever it is. Everyone seems to love Colorado. And for an Ohio boy like me, all my cool friends moved to Denver, Colorado. That's like where the Midwest stops, and then they can't go any further.
I asked a guy when I was walking up here. I asked a guy outside. He just started
Sucking your balls?
He was
Again?
sucking my fucking balls.
Does this guy just follow you around?
I don't know what's going on.
It's
I'm
gonna be a
having
bit the entire night.
I'm having incredible.
18
ball
states,
suck
this man.
anyways, but I digress. I don't know who that guy. I don't know who that was, but I think S, Jake. I mean, yes, Jake.
S tier, baby.
S, I agree.
Let's give it S. Wow, look at all the states. By the way, this is part 3, as you can see. We've got a lot of states on the board.
Gone through a lot already, though.
Gone through a ton already. It's incredible. But what do we have next? We have so many to get through. We're going to have to lightning round at some point.
Yeah,
What do
yeah.
we have?
Here we go.
What do we have next?
Ooh,
Iowa.
Corn? Okay, name
Caucuses? We got caucuses.
We do have the caucus.
Caucus.
It doesn't mean it's.
What do you think
it's
about
right.
the caucus?
Well, everyone loves a huge caucus, big old caucus.
All right, please, come on.
You
I've
know what
already-
I'm talking about. Come on. That guy was sucking your balls, but you ignored your caucus. So I'm thinking, but look, Iowa's got a good writing school. They got the University of Iowa, I believe, has one of the most premier writing schools. Lots of good Midwestern culture, but I mean, does the Iowa caucus, just because the Iowa caucus is important doesn't mean it's right. So I don't know. How's
Slime
chat feel
Gang,
about
thank you so much for the sub. I guess for Iowa, I've never been. It seems extremely mid.
I've driven
it doesn't
across.
it doesn't seem necessarily like it's lame like Ohio, no offense.
Right.
But
MJ Neffel, of course, Iowa.
And you know what? MJ speaks of Iowa. Like, I feel like people from Ohio and Indiana, Tirso, no offense, are like, when you ask them about it, they're like ashamed to talk. They're just like, it's hard. I don't know why I'm still here.
It's hard to talk about.
I'm only here. Everybody seems to be still in Ohio or still in Indiana because they have a dying family member they're taking care of.
All right. Well, let's not get too close to home, man. Hold on.
False. So I feel like, but Iowa, I kind of hear some like MJ talks about how I guess there was like a river boat they were enjoyed gambling on.
Because they got the Mississippi River going through there.
Right.
And that gives me some extra points for Iowa, I guess.
There you go. Yeah. So I think it's like, if anything, its worst effrontery is that it is mid.
Yeah, and it's uber Republican at this point. Is Iowa relevant in the way it used to be? Is it moderate? Is it a place that you want to go with your family? I don't know.
I think it's a C tier state. I think it's, you know what? I think it's a C tier. It's easily forgettable.
And it's not
doesn't
as bad.
have anything. Yeah,
it's not as bad as some of the other states we've ranked.
Yeah, it just feels very mid and whatever and milquetoast. Cuddy McGill, thank you for the sub. And I think I mentioned Slime Gang. If not, thank you, Slime Gang.
Well,
I'm giving
and
it
you
B,
mentioned-
says Tiger Cat. Lots of interesting culture. And it's what culture? I thought it was just white, and white.
Maybe the writers.
You get white, and you get white.
Well, and you mentioned the word milk toast. That actually is the Iowa sandwich. It's just milk in between two pieces
right.
of toast.
Mayhem Marge, thank you so much for the 5 months. Yeah, I agree. Corn culture.
Oh God, no! It's worse than that.
Oh, God.
The Iowa sandwich is called the loose meat sandwich, which is ground beef, sautéed onions, paprika, and cheese. The loose meat sandwich.
I love it because everyone's favorite thing about a really good sandwich is a sandwich that's constantly full of loose stuff.
Yeah, wow,
you can't eat that.
You can't eat that.
You need a fucking spoon to eat
Also,
that.
I will say paprika, the most exciting thing in Iowa.
I'd rather that be in a bowl with the bread on the side because that's just gonna fall apart immediately. There's not even like at least with sloppy joes, there's like a goo that tries to congeal it into the bun.
A binding glop. Yes.
Yeah, a glop.
Maybe
bun.
the cheese does some of the binding. I don't know. Has anyone ever had one of these sandwiches?
Yeah, has anybody had that sandwich?
Attempted even
All right, I'm thinking C or D.
Woo, all right. Remind me. I'm sorry, DJ. Can we get our
S A B C D.
What were our prior D
F.
states? I just need to give myself a refresher here, because D's. Oh yeah, D's pretty terrible. I agree.
Wyoming.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
How come I just realized that we skip E? Why do we skip E in these tier lists?
It's
Because letter grades.
Okay, why do they skip it in letter
it's
grades?
E used to, in elementary school, I got E's for excellent.
Yeah, but why do we skip it in letter grades?
That's because my teachers were Bill and Ted.
Oh, was it because you could easily change? No, that wouldn't make sense. You wouldn't want to change a C to an E.
Well, just
but you
looking
can change
at
an E
some
to
of
a
these,
B.
look at these other states. I agree
All right,
with.
someone work on. Yeah, I know.
I agree
We'll
with
move on, but
Jake.
somebody
I
work
agree
on
with
that.
Jake and Holden. C tier. Iowa's not as bad as the other places, but it does need to be a little more exciting.
It's
There's
C.
something about the phrase "the Connecticut of the Midwest" feels right.
It's C for you better. Call somebody. Thank you for timing the sound effect with those chant.
Incredible.
James doing amazing work behind the boards. What's that smoke back there? What's the smoke coming from? What else? Yeah, if someone could let me know why they skip E in grades, that would be great. Next up, we've got Maryland.
Oh, Jake. Jake, are you ready?
Are you ready, Jake?
You want to just
Floor
take
is
this
yours.
one? You want to just take
All right.
this one?
Just the weirdest fucking shape of a state. What are they even doing? That is just a fucking snot stain. That is just the weirdest shape a state
Somebody
could
sneezed on a
possibly
map.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number two, their state delicacy is just bugs that they boiled. They just boiled some bugs.
Those giant
I don't
bugs.
like it. They're big bugs, but I don't like it. College Park, Maryland was a lovely place to hang out and perform comedy. That's where
Yeah.
I met Travis Irvine.
Hell yeah.
It was fantastic. Baltimore, a fun city, a great city.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh yeah, I love the extra level of spookiness that they put on everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say a B. I'd say Maryland's a B. Also a great flag. Love that flag.
Reddit just said "fuck off," and I don't know what's going on over
what
there. I
does
think
that
there's
mean?
people. The people are angry. People are saying, "Can you hear the people sing the songs of angry men?" We've got a lot of strange people. Are just like Jake, more like bake him and eat him. Holden, school stopped
I
using the letter
lived
E in
in
grading
Silver
systems.
Spring. I physically had an address. I was there. I lived there. I did there. mostly just because it was more affordable than living in Washington, D.C. proper, but still.
Yeah.
I can speak on this.
Okay, apparently, according to Sixth World, schools stopped using the letter E in grading systems because students and parents may have thought it stood for excellence instead of failure.
That's what happened to me. Did you tell me that was failure grade? I thought it was excellent.
Also, John Waters, great point. Baltimore,
John
bad
Waters.
point.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. Baltimore's there. And
What about The Wire? That's a cool show.
Wire's great, but the whole point of The Wire is the Baltimore fucking is a nightmare place.
What about Francis Scott Key? Not The Bridge. That doesn't exist right now. But
What
the
about
guy.
Jonathan Locke?
He wrote The Star-Spangled Banner, was born in Maryland.
Oh, when he rode a horse when the boats came. Who gives a shit, okay?
Will it help you? Does it affect the ranking at all if I tell you that Maryland, while I lived there, had like 1 million anime conventions throughout the year? It was like the
Yeah, what
most
about
anime
that? You
conventions
like
per
anime.
capita.
I love
and
anime.
I really appreciated
I like when the
living
ladies go, ooh, you know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Like the older looking ones.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, that's actually the Maryland state bird right there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, are we talking
Just
about
a
state birds? I
woman
got
with
state
big
birds.
tits.
Yeah, give us the
Arkin woman.
state bird and the
Can we
state
get a fucking-
sandwich.
can we
I
do it
imagine
for
it's a
minute?
crab
Can we
cake
get a state
sandwich.
bird? I'm
It's a
losing
crab
my
cake
Well,
sandwich. It's got to be crab cakes.
Obviously, the state bird of Maryland is the
Is the
Baltimore
crab.
Oriole.
oh,
and
yeah. There
I would
you go.
love it if there was the
That'd be
blue
amazing.
And for state sandwich for Maryland, I think it is.
It's gotta be
oh,
crab
just a
cake.
crab cake.
crab cake sandwich.
Crab cake, which
Yeah.
crab cakes are fucking amazing,
That's the
dude.
thing. When you catch those crabs fresh, I'm surprised, Jake, that you didn't like the crab boils and all that stuff. I love that stuff when we live.
Right, I'm casting a bee out into the water, so hoping
I
to pull
agree.
the cage back up with a lot of.
Because there are some things that could be improved with Maryland.
Baltimore's a horrible place. One of my least favorite places I've ever been.
There you go. Tom Clancy, he was fun, but also scary.
I will also say, Holden's talking points are always invalid because of Catcher in the Rye. In Duh Rye? What is that, the hip-hop version, Trader Rio?
I don't know what that means.
Holden, you
Trader
can't let him
Tirza
get to you.
loves
You
it,
can't
though.
let him get to you.
Everybody
Oh,
in
wait.
chat's getting me right now. They're calling me
They're
baby.
roasting ya.
They're calling me baby dick, tiny baby dick man. Also, for some reason, it's just about me having a baby-sized penis. I don't really understand that.
Congratulations.
But I will say this right now, okay? I think Maryland's a B.
I agree.
Yeah,
I am leaning
agreed.
towards B. There are things that are great. There are things that are wrong. I'm leaning with you towards B.
All right, we got another baby dick in chat. Let's do B.
Woo! B is for baby dick.
How do we even do this once this goes all the way to the end? We've never even seen that before. This is unprecedented.
I think
This
it
is
just creates
unprecedented.
another row.
Lair. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Holden, we're like Smolden, whatever Euphoria burgers. Euphoria burgers were like hot dog fuck.
All right, I'm going to pull
Holden,
the chat
you
away
can't-
from you.
Holden,
they're
they're
antagonizing
getting in
you.
your
Itty
head.
bitty clitty committee says Rainsworth 420. Anyway, what do we have next? What do we have
it's
next?
too
We have a lot
funny.
to get through.
Too funny. Minnesota.
I
yeah,
love Minnesota.
I
I
kind of
love-
really like Minnesota.
I
I
love
kind of like
Minnesota.
Minnesota a lot.
Yeah, there's so many good things about Minnesota. Prince, obviously, as you saw there in the picture. Now a new modern political phenomenon out of Minnesota. Tim Walz. Everyone loves Tim Walz. Fun grandpa, Midwestern governor up from there. He's running for VP now. Lots to love about Minnesota.
Bob Dylan.
Oh,
Bob
Bob
Dylan.
Dylan. Of course.
I'm sorry, you're talking about Bob Zimmerman? I don't. Is that
Robert
Zimmerman, excuse me,
Zimmerman.
Robert
Yeah.
Please,
Okay. Yeah.
give
I
him
love
his
Robert
due.
Zimmerman.
I really love Minnesota. I've really enjoyed it. As a Hoosier, if Indiana doesn't or didn't get the lowest tier, I will be upset. I believe it did. I believe it is an F. Right? Yeah.
Which
it's
one?
Indiana.
Yeah, we did. We found very. I mean, and Tirzo backed us up on that.
Yeah.
Having emerged from Clown Lake, fallen
Absolutely.
from Mars or the moon.
By the way, if you don't agree with any of these things, and you could go all the way back to the earlier episodes,
Yeah.
by the way, it's all on the tier list.
all
In
documented.
chat, you got to scream out and be like, hey, we don't agree with that one, and we can put it to a vote. You get one chat sub balloon that will pop, veto balloon that will pop. Now, that's a sub veto. So if the first two people to gift 5 subs will get their own individual sub balloon.
Wow.
That means you, sub veto balloon, that means you can move any single one state up or down a ranking after it's been placed, okay?
That's right.
So, you know, ooh la la. There's a nail place, by the way, right near my apartment called Oh La La.
Oh, wow.
It's missing one of the O's, so we always, whenever Lex and I drive past it, we go, Oh La La. so stupid. Anyways,
They do a hard gel. I would love to get my nails done.
I know, right? We
Come
should.
on back, get our nails done.
I mean, I'm up, guys. I'm feeling Colorado about Minnesota.
I'm super up. Also, okay, you know how I shat on Maryland for just liking sea bugs?
Yes.
What can you get on every fucking street corner in Minnesota? Fried walleye. You can get fried fish.
That's good stuff.
And they just hand it to you. You can just
Yeah.
be like waiting for the bus and someone will just hand you some fried fish. It's
Yeah.
a paradise. I fucking love it.
Yes, and they got 10,000 Lakes, actual birthplace of the LA Lakers was Minnesota.
Juicy Lucy, Lizzo, and I like that she did the whole banana thing with her dancers. I think that's funny.
Yeah,
You
Prairie
were
Home
brave
Companion.
to support her on that.
Lots of great NPR memories of Minnesota.
Oh my God,
Towards-
TMB, have you gifted 5 subs to the channel? That means you get your own sub balloon.
Holy
And
moly. This
there you go. Mall of America as well. Thank you,
Oh, the
Kay
Mall of
Brucey.
America is so goddamn
that's
fun.
right.
And after you just like shop and eat and just like murder yourself at the Mall of America, you can get yourself patched up at the Mayo Clinic. Minnesota rules.
And I like they named that clinic after like the least healthy condiment.
Right, yeah. Why would they do that?
Because it's Minnesota, baby. They can do whatever they want.
The Lard Hospital.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh shit! Jay Donover also brings up a very good point about the greatest
Jesse
governor.
Ventura.
Yes.
That's
He's
right.
just asking questions.
And Al Franken, the senator. So they got
And Alfredo.
And
Anything
Alfredo.
Alfredo was
Invented
invented in
Alfredo.
Minnesota.
Well, I'm leaning
S?
towards A.
S?
Yeah,
I think S.
A, S or A.
I say yes. I say yes.
It's S.
I could be A, but also some of our best shows on the tour was in Minnesota.
Yes,
so
also
they
I'm
get
thinking
it
about
as-
the tour, and we had great times there, and I have friends there.
It's
and
very cold there. That's the only thing I can think about it. But people love the cold sometimes.
People love the cold.
It's good for you.
People love the cold.
All right, we're going
Oh,
S.
then they're sucking on my ball sickles.
What? That happened there too? Oh,
Oh,
my
absolutely.
gosh.
Because they go, oh, I got a couple of cubes for you. They're round, if you know
Here
what I
we
mean.
go.
They're just like, oh, why are they covered in brown? I'm like, that's chocolate.
Holden's life is basically like a hard day's night.
Ooh, congratulations,
ball
Minnesota.
All right, here we go. Up next, clink. New Mexico.
Ooh, New
Yeah, we got some
Mexico.
banger states this time. I
Yeah, this
feel
is
like.
fun. It's like it does feel like we saved all the shitty states for earlier.
I mean, the
Now we're
heat,
gonna-
at the end of the day, it's never going to be an S for me, dog, because that heat is
the heat's unbearable.
impregnable.
I've also read a lot. I read a lot of articles, and New Mexico is surprisingly down a lot of lists in terms of like quality of life or crime or things like that. But they got Roswell, they got UFOs, they got Netflix, they got the guy who created what's that hit show Game of Thrones,
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. is
Neil
there.
Patrick Harris is from there.
Neil Patrick
Yeah.
Harris. Euphoria Burger says another awesome state flag for New Mexico. Can we get that state flag up on the
Yes,
screen, please?
absolutely. My dad
I
did some
need to see
growing up
that.
in New Mexico while my grandfather was in the Air Force.
Billy the
there.
Kid.
Oh, that is a good one. That is
Yeah.
a good one.
Billy the Kid. Aliens.
flag right
Aliens
there.
are probably there.
Yeah, they're living
I
there.
forgot the name of the symbol
food.
on the New Mexico flag, but it is like deeply important in
Yeah.
Native American beliefs and represents
Santa
all
Fe,
this cool
Albuquerque. I love
Also,
Albuquerque.
to Lightingale Place says all the abortion haven states are S ranks for me. I guess that is
That is
New
important now.
Mexico. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
They're coming up from Texas. Ooh, I like that flag.
Flag, hubba. What?
I
a flag.
like that fucking flag. I love the minimalism of it. It's great.
Yeah, it's very hot.
That heat, man. I mean, I wouldn't go higher than an A. I could see it being lower. Jake, tell us.
Okay,
Jake, what
in support of A, state bird, meep meep, it's the fucking Roadrunner.
Nice. Everyone loves
Yeah.
the Roadrunner except for the
Well,
Coyote.
not everyone. Yeah,
Yeah, just
Wile E.
except for the Coyote.
He hates.
And I feel
And
like
the,
he's like the Joker. He needs the Roadrunner to exist. Go on.
And the sandwich, just a green chili hamburger.
That's
But,
right.
like,
Green
whatever.
chili is so good there. They do such a good job.
Get a look at some green chili.
I ate so much in Albuquerque. I left very full. So I'm going to say this is an A at least for me.
Got you.
Unless someone can bump it on up for any reason. What's chat saying?
Let's get some green chili. And can we get like a sexy hamburger making out with like a sexy French fries at some point too? All right, that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Okay.
Ooh, that
So
does look good.
So
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, just I needed to judge. I don't know if I needed to judge. It's like a palate cleanser or something. People are saying A. I just said heat, though, guys. It's inhabitable.
Well, if you're going to say heat against New Mexico, then we got to rank cold against
The reason why it's an abortion haven is because you go to New Mexico and the baby just fries in the belly. All right, what is that bad to say? Wait, hold on a second. We upset now?
Holden, technically, it creates more of a sous vide effect,
Right,
but
it's like a
still
sous
not
vide.
good to joke about.
Like when you
okay?
soft boil an egg?
Yeah, it's a
What are you talking
broiling
about?
of the baby, yeah.
Oh, my God.
We're still saying A?
I'm leaning towards A. I'm leaning towards A.
A.
Holden, I can't find your hamburger french fry porn.
No, fuck it. Somebody put a link in chat. There's no fucking way that doesn't exist.
And don't use AI. Don't use AI.
And don't use
we gotta
AI.
find this
wow.
now.
Okay.
I want to see someone draw this on a napkin
Yeah, someone
before
draw
I see
it
AI.
and fucking send it in, or I'm gonna riot. All right, let's go A.
Woo! Here we go, baby.
All right, what's next?
We're flying.
We got something
through 'em now.
tiny
These are
next.
Good
What do we have
states.
next?
These are good states.
A tiny little lord next. What is that?
Oh!
It's not tiny at all.
Finally,
The
a state that we
Dakotas.
can just shit on.
Yeah,
for
the Dakotas.
next 5 minutes.
I mean, it really is. Like, I feel like it's so.
The best
telling.
part about it is Fargo, the
Yeah.
movie, and that's a fiction.
Yeah.
And Fargo the movie is just like so like it's funny and every charming in that Coen Brothers way, but it's so upsetting like in terms of a locale to be in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Like, I guess if you hate seeing, hearing, or experiencing other human beings, it's a
Right.
great place to live because you'll just be, you'll have like 1,800 miles to yourself.
Yeah. Well, it's like right next door to Minnesota, but it's like now North Dakota, South Dakota. There's too many Dakotas.
By the way, do you even differentiate between the two? I mean, at all?
I mean, historically, there was some significance behind it because of the Native Americans and where obviously the white people were trying to shove them.
Where does the Native American person? Where did they end up?
Not in either, unfortunately.
Oh,
I think
okay.
eventually everyone got down to Oklahoma. So that's where that's why we have two Dakotas. But because of these two Dakota states, which both have about 500,000 people each, we have 4 Republican senators in the Senate right now. And this Doug Burgum guy, I don't know if we got any political people out there, but Doug Burgum was trying to be Donald Trump's VP. And I gotta say, that guy sucks. He sucks even worse than JD
Who is the
Vance
really
somehow.
old guy? Who is the really old guy?
Donald Trump.
No. Well, yeah, of course. No, remember the
Joe
old
Biden.
guy?
Joe Biden.
No, the fucking back in the day old guy. He's dead at this point.
Bob Dole.
Strom
No.
Thurmond.
Strom Thurmond. Jesus Christ.
He's from South Carolina.
Yeah.
I know, but I just wanted to remember his name.
Okay, that was it. Thank you, James. Yeah,
right.
North Dakota's tough, man. I just can't think of. I mean, at least South Dakota has the Mount Rushmore.
No, Chuggabutt, the really old guy in the Senate's not my dick. Okay?
Boy, they are really roasting.
Real,
it.
yeah, is it a baby or is it old?
It's an old baby.
Donald Trump.
If
Tears
you've
of-
ever wanted
Yeah.
to go insane in a cabin by yourself while waiting for logging jobs to open up, North Dakota seems like a great place to live.
So what do we got? D?
D.
F?
I mean,
All right,
F?
so let's have the conversation about F.
all right, let's talk F because
I
you
don't
can't
want to
spell-
live there. I the most don't want to live there.
Everything
So-
about it sucks.
Yeah, and you can't spell Fargo without F. So I'm leaning towards F.
All right,
I'm
is
with
there any
you.
reason for it not to be F?
Someone give us something. There's got to be something good about North Dakota. Ooh,
Sandwich.
Okay, sandwich.
No, that looks horrible.
It's smothered in gravy. Nice.
Okay, everyone
No,
loves
that
a
is
sandwich
not-
that you physically
Nothing
can't pick
warms
up.
you up when you've been murdering people in a wood chip
That looks
all day.
fucking
Like,
awful. What
big old
sandwich is
bowl
that?
of
What is that
gravy.
called?
Yeah, what's it called, Jake? What's that?
Canned-
And it's just on white bread, and there's just fucking barbecue in
meat?
between
It's
them.
just, no, it's just meat. It's wood chipped human meat.
Yeah, it's definitely reconstituted meat with canned gravy on top.
I think their fucking bird's just a dead bird. It's just like any dead
Frozen
bird.
bird.
It's a frozen, any
If
frozen.
it's a penguin, I'm down. That's adorable.
It's the Western Meadowlark. It is the Western Meadowlark,
Yeah, I've
but
never
that's
even
a
heard
lot
of
of
it.
states. That's like the West Coast version, or like the west of the Mississippi version of the cardinal. Everybody does
All right,
Meadowlark.
does
it's
it.
an F, man. Let's
Yeah.
just make it F. We can't find it.
We can't find a darn thing that we like.
We don't have anything except for Fargo, but that's nothing to do with the state.
Right. The movie.
The fact that it's called Fargo is like a damnation of the state.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
All
also
right.
like a lot of the movie takes place in Brainerd.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not even. Yeah, exactly. All right. What's next?
What do we got, baby? Give us a good one. Okay.
James, hold on. I'm working.
Whoa,
Oh, my God.
New York
Now we
City.
thank you. By the way,
Concrete
thank you
jungle
so much
where
for
dreams
not
are made
putting a picture up of the
there's nothing
Twin Towers
you
getting
can't do.
played.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. On a day like today.
Yeah,
it was.
appreciate
very
that. Thank you for
solemn
doing
day.
that. I mean, it's.
I
lived
liked
in
New
New
York
York.
before the buildings fell
Oh,
down.
but after no good. Okay.
No, I liked it, but it was a little touch and go there in like kind of during and after. But like, no, we picked it back up. It's fine.
Ryan, thank you so much
Also,
for the Prime
I love
sub.
the whole state.
Yeah.
From the Hudson Valley to
That's
the
right.
fucking the upstate, the
wherever
Finger
you
Lakes.
live. You live
Yeah,
upstate.
I
and-
love the Hudson
Finger
Valley.
Lakes, Great Lakes, not the Great Lakes, but they're
Catskill
Finger
Mountains,
Lakes.
the
Yeah.
Utica, Buffalo,
It's beautiful.
Albany, Binghamton.
Yeah, any state
It's
like
fantastic.
it goes from the East Coast. I mean, it literally goes from Long Island all the way to Buffalo. That's a big, beautiful, broad,
Also,
diverse state.
and it's just New York City. I mean, come on. I dreamed to go and live there someday.
That's where I met
It's a-
Holden. That's where I met
It's
all
a
these.
destination. It's like if you're gonna visit America, you want to go see New York. If you're living in America,
America.
every
Gotta go.
movie,
New York.
Every movie you've got, it was the Odd Couple set there, probably. We've got every movie. You got Odd Couple. The remake of the Odd Couple was
Odd Couple
was
2.
Hoosiers set there, I think.
Hoosiers was in
got,
yeah.
Hoosiers is famous.
Rain Man. What else? Forrest
Abandon
Gump.
this thread.
Forrest
Back
Gump is
out.
in the
just,
South.
just, just
Fargo.
shimmy on
Independence
out
I
of
Am
this thread.
Sam.
Independence
Day.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Oh, Ghostbusters, definitely in New York.
Tropic Thunder.
New York.
L.A. Story.
That was in New York. Yeah.
S. We don't even have to debate
S,
this.
just
It
make
is
it
Yeah, we don't
clearly
need to
an
debate.
S.
It's so
Make
great.
it an S.
It's so fun.
L.A. Confidential. Make it an S. Cloverfield. Escape from Los Angeles.
All in New York.
Ramones. Hold on. Let me even talk about the music.
Music. Oh, it's the best.
What's next?
I'm more of a Tin Pan Alley guy.
Ohio.
myself.
Whoa!
Ohio sucks. F. Let's move on.
Hold on.
Ohio sucks.
Holden,
Let's move
we
on.
can't.
F.
Okay, just because
I hate
Ohio is America's favorite punching bag, it's a Gen Z meme. We got
Yeah.
the JD Vance. We are talking right
God.
now to Ohio's favorite son. We
Yeah.
are talking to Ohio's biggest champion, and we need to hear the
true.
case for Ohio.
All right, Travis, before you begin, Tirzo, can you pantomime why Ohio sucks?
Yes, please. Let's see it. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Because when you get your dick sucked, it goes into it's like a magic trick.
Wait a minute. Holden,
goes
is that
the
the
other
guy?
way.
Is that the guy who's been following you around? It was a clown the whole time. Wow. Well, that really
All right,
symbolizes
Pimpin', thank you so
Ohio.
much for the sub. Appreciate it. We got some
Very
Tirzo
well.
emotes in chat. Hey, hit us with some Tirzo emotes if you sub to the channel. If you know what's good for you, if you're nasty. Now, Travis,
Yeah.
some say you're fucking completely out of line. Some say you're an idiot. Some say everything you say is backwards talk.
Yep.
Some say I want to date him, but I don't know. He's trouble. He's problematic, probably.
Right. Absolutely.
So, what would you say? Ohio? Give us the case?
We got so many good things in Ohio, but not enough to save this. I'm going to say LeBron James, baby. I'm going to say 8 shitty U.S. presidents. I'm going to say all kinds of great inventions. The Wright brothers invented the plane. You
Okay.
got John Glenn, Neil Armstrong.
That's
Were they North Carolina?
But that's the joke about Drew Carey. Everyone loves The Price is Right. The Price is never wrong in Ohio. It's just
Cleveland
always
rocks.
right. Cleveland rocks. Cincinnati, Cincinnati was where you were free in the United States. in
Devo.
the Pre-Civil War days. Devo.
And of course,
the
for
Black
Dad in
Keys. You also
Ohio.
have Kent State, and you have things like
Kent
that. But
State
then
shooting.
You also have the Black Keys from Akron.
Sure.
So many great things. That's the thing, though, right? We have so many astronauts and people who invent planes in Ohio, and the joke, of course, is that it's just to get the hell out of there because it is tough right now. It's tough these days, and I love Ohio. I'm going to say let's bump it up. Whatever is the lowest tier, which I believe is F, we
Yeah.
should bump it up to at least a D.
What would you give it? What do you give Ohio?
I want it to be C.
Unbiased.
I want it to be C.
Okay.
But I know for a fact that right now we're D tops, and that's the people of Ohio are good people. And I love my Cleveland.
Emo music.
And I love my emo music. I also love my little Appalachian corner of Ohio. Sweet, sweet towns where I went to college, Athens, Ohio. I love Ohio, but I understand that right now it's like my racist grandma. She's wrong.
Travis.
No matter how much I love her.
Wants a C, but understands a D.
I understand
Jake,
a D,
what
folks.
do you want?
Yeah.
I appreciate the fervor, but I think we have to reflect our modern reality that Ohio is an F state.
Oh no, God, no, Jacob, no.
And therefore
Not
we
F.
give it a D.
Yes, I'll take D.
Okay.
I'll take that
Let's give it a
D,
D.
baby.
Let's give it a D. And remember, you can veto balloon it. You can absolutely veto balloon it up or down. If you guys don't believe, put those veto balloon emotes in chat if you don't agree with something, by the way, and we will put it up to a vote. Or you can give 5 subs. TMB's the only one who's gifted 5 subs to get their own sub balloon. We have one more available. What is next?
Henry says Ohio has 15.7 gun deaths per 100,000 residents.
I believe that.
I don't know if that's high or low.
Yeah.
Because America's
I don't even know.
We don't know where that ranks.
Mr. Shanks with the 5 gifted subs now also has a veto balloon. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Mr.
Mr.
Shanks. All right, appreciate you. We have a few veto balloon emotes in chat. I don't know if it's enough to put it to a vote. Let's move on to the next.
Every night, my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, yee-hoo! And the land we belong to is grand. And so we say, yo, a yippee, oh, yay! And you know it's saying, you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma. Okay.
Oklahoma is just okay with me.
We did not have as good of a time in Oklahoma.
Yeah, you and multiple other people have told me their worst shows are always in Oklahoma.
Man, it was the venue was horrible. It was probably the worst venue we played at, other than the outside of Detroit Rock Oak.
Pontiac.
I loved the area, but not Oklahoma City though. Didn't like Oklahoma City. Very odd. It just Jackie's phone got stolen right when we got there.
What the
worst venue, what was the name of that place? I want to tell people not to go there.
It was in
This is a lot. I can't handle this.
We were in Oklahoma, so like the journey of like desolation, and then Oklahoma City just like kind of rising out of nothing, and then still being empty was like a weird feeling. You had to have a medical card to buy weed. I thought that was
but yeah, new flash, first time in chat, welcome. It's not the best here, but at least we have medical marijuana. So there is medical there, which is better than some, I guess.
The history of Oklahoma is also very disturbing. Per our earlier conversation about the Dakotas, Oklahoma was the territory. They shoved all of the Native Americans all the way from Florida. So the Trail of Tears is what led to Oklahoma, and that's not a great way to start. I agree with Jake. The musical's fantastic, but like we said with Fargo, it doesn't save your state's reputation.
Also, Buttbags, yes, we loved being in Royal Oak, actually. We had a great time in Royal Oak, but the venue, we had a bad experience.
I remember you
with the
telling me
people who
about
worked
that.
there.
Yes.
But anyways,
We're going F. I'm going F. Irvine's for F. It's worse than Ohio, I'll tell you that much.
What do you think, Jake? I mean, I'm low on it for sure. I say I wouldn't go above a D for Oklahoma. I just do think it's just
really is all the bad parts of Texas without any of the good parts of Texas, isn't it?
Now that's funny.
Yeah.
They both got panhandles, but arguably even Texas's panhandle is better.
And panhandlers. I'll tell you, one of them stole Jackie's phone. We tried to chase him down.
Really?
Yeah, we had the location that he picked up at first. I was like, who are you? Who do you work for? Whatever. He's like, and he hung up. And then I tried to track him, and we drove over to this nearby little shopping area, and I was running around trying to find the guy and get him. And then we gave up and we started drinking. But he stole Jackie's phone. F. Let's give it an F, dude.
F. All the way.
F. Right now.
All right.
Keep it rocking. So yeah, we gotta keep this moving, dude. And I'm sorry, person who was talking about the medical weed, and I'm glad you got some medical weed.
Yeah, at least you can cope with living in Oklahoma.
It should just be,
legal everywhere.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to get a card. Like, I have anxiety. We all have fucking anxiety, okay? Fuckers. Next.
Yeah.
Not Jay. I'm sorry, James. Can you please show us what's next? Pennsylvania.
Whoa,
The most important state in the union.
sucker balls. Sucker balls. Sucking balls now. We're sucking balls now.
Everybody sucking Holden's balls.
I mean, it's Philly, right?
If you've never had your balls sucked by a Yinzer, you have not lived.
That's
I'm just
right,
gonna say
and that's
that.
Pittsburgh right there. Yinzer's of Pittsburgh.
Worst.
Your Phillies fans, Philadelphia sports fans, not a great reputation. I agree with that. But
Yeah.
Pennsylvania,
Bad fans,
as a whole,
amazing mascot. Can we talk about the Fanatic? Can we talk about
one
the
of the
Fanatic?
best? Yes. Despite the fans, the Fanatic is fantastic.
What do you guys think? I mean, I just know Philly and I love
Pittsburgh.
Cheesesteak's one of my favorite things ever.
Pittsburgh, great food town.
It's amazing.
I like
Incredible.
Pittsburgh. I mean, we went to Lucky's. We had that amazing night at Lucky's. In
That's
Pittsburgh.
right. You guys told me about that one too. Boy, I hear a lot of great stories and then a lot of bad stories. But
Yeah,
your
that's the
stories
thing.
are
It's a lot of great stories, a lot of bad stories. I'm feeling very C about Pennsylvania. There's like
Oh no!
about it.
I bump it up. I
No.
think Pennsylvania again. Talk about abortion haven states. Pennsylvania is certainly one of those. And I just like New York. I love that it goes all the way from the East Coast with Philadelphia, all the way up to the Great Lakes with Erie, Pennsylvania.
Okay, this is what's hard
Fantastic.
for me.
Will Smith is not good about it.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
sorry.
not
You
good
get
about-
that shit
he
off of
slapped
there.
the man
That's
on
why
the
they
stage.
sent him to Bel Air because he
Fair.
wasn't
You
good
keep
enough.
that state out of your damn mouth.
damn mouth.
Fair X Play.
Keep
This
that
is the
cheese-
problem I have with people from this place. Fair X Play says, I swear to God, if y'all rank Philly low, the spinning in Romero's will cause zombies to rise and eat all your dicks. They're just mean. They're a mean man there. There's mean men there.
I agree that there's a meanness to the culture, but the rest of Pennsylvania, politically, that's how James Carville always explained it, but you can't understand him with his New Orleans accent, so I'll just tell you without doing the impression. Pennsylvania is Philadelphia in the east, Pittsburgh in the west, and Alabama in the middle.
I'll keep my cock on my body. Thank you very much, Fair X Play.
I don't know what's happening in the chat right now, but they are really getting
They
a
are.
hold
They
with
do
all the
not
dick
like you,
insults.
dude. They are talking about
I
everything
will
about
say-
you.
What the
I will
heck?
say,
Give me
as-
that chat.
Having grown
Pictures
up
of you
in
naked,
the
a lot of AI art of you.
Yeah, well, it's me and my cat and Taylor Swift, of course.
somebody made a pixel perfect rendition of my penis and testicles using only
There's James
ASCII
Garfield,
art,
thank
which is amazing.
Hold on. Let me tell you something about Pennsylvania.
You're gonna need to
Yeah,
pitch that up
Meltzer's.
and like
LSU by
it's like
14
squeakier.
points. I did see James Carville speak at a Politicon one year, and you couldn't understand anything he was saying except LSU football, 14 points. So, look, I'm saying Pennsylvania at least B. No. B, A.
C.
Not S, but B or A. Jake, where you at?
B, and then I use my
I-
veto balloon to ring it down to a C.
I
Why
love
would it be
the
C? Just because
Poconos.
it's mean people?
Yeah, because they're mean people.
What about the cheesesteak?
I like
That's a
places with
delicious
nice people.
sandwich.
That's what makes it a C.
Oh, my God. C,
That in there,
cheesesteak.
yeah.
C is
That
for
in Lucky's.
cheesesteak. Let's go.
That in
That's by
Lucky's.
me.
The men with the showing their buttholes to us at the upstairs in Lucky's. That's the
Okay.
other.
Well,
All right, I'm
hold
going to
on.
say this. I'm
That's
going to
your
say
problem.
this.
oh my God, Ferris.
I'm not Holden, I'm not the most successful man
veto.
in the world of streaming and podcasting. I don't have a lot of options, but I
Yeah.
do know Philadelphia is one of the only cities in America where you can make a professional living as a Benjamin Franklin reenactor.
Yes, look at
and
that.
God
You're
damn
ready,
it, that's
Jake.
my retirement
Jake,
plan.
you're ready.
That's my
Yeah.
goddamn retirement
That's where
plan.
Benjamin Franklin is actually buried. It's very important to the American Revolution. It is an enlightened city where the first hospitals were, the first fire departments. There's so much beautiful history about Pennsylvania. I am saying B or A, baby. Come on, give it to
Also,
me.
I used to drive there to buy fireworks and pornography back when I was a wee teenager.
That's
'cause
it, baby.
I give it a
Philadelphia freedom, man.
B.
Elton John.
It
He
can't
loves
go
that
above
place.
a B. It can't be above a B. I can't stomach it.
Why?
Can we give it a
B.
B?
I'm okay with B.
They're
I'm okay
a
with B.
mean people.
Oh.
Give it a B.
All right.
All right, veto balloon. Take it down to a C.
Wait, what the heck?
Yeah, absolutely, immediately.
Whoa. What the
it
out.
heck?
Yeah.
All right, Holden's doing his veto balloon.
Yeah, there you go.
And I am going to stand up for my Midwestern Great Lakes neighbors and use the Travis veto balloon and move it on up to an A. Suck on that. Suck on those balls.
And I
It's
hope
an
those
A
zombies
now.
suck my fucking dick.
It's Irvine
Jake!
moving it up to an A.
Jake, I stopped
I'm
doing
doing
Wizard
this
Bruiser
for
with you unless
every
you vote it back down to a C.
Person who's
Well,
had to
you know,
drive
it's a
to
good
Pennsylvania for fireworks, porn, or an abortion. Thank you, Pennsylvania, for providing us with all of the options.
They think trans people are monkeys, dude.
That's not.
That is
true.
absolutely what they think.
You were watching the debate last night, weren't you? And that's just what Trump said
the
about
prison. Do you know what they're doing in the prison?
Illegal
Oh my God!
immigrants.
How did we have that whole Ohio discussion and we didn't even mention they're eating the dogs?
I purposely dodged it because, frankly,
they eat dogs and cats in
no, they
Ohio.
do not. That's the problem. is
They
that
very
don't.
clearly
and that's why
do
it's a
not.
D at least, baby. We do not eat dogs or cats in Ohio. Thank you, Tirzo. You get it.
All right, what do we have? What do we have next? We eat dogs in Ohio confirms as official water noodle. All right, what's next?
Oh, Rhode
Island. Wow.
Okay, so I actually lived in Rhode Island. To put you in a time and place, I
It's the
spent a
tiniest-
summer there.
So small.
It's microscopic. It exists solely as a freakish aberration of early colonial America.
Yes.
I don't remember the exact story, but like the king of Rhode
yeah.
Island is a
I
weird
remember
guy.
the history of it. No, it was just literally a religion offshoot of the Puritans. Didn't want to live under the puritanical rule of the Massachusetts colony, and so they went and started an even more puritanical colony in Rhode Island. They're like, it was even historically more strict than Massachusetts with its puritanical values. So that's how we got Rhode Island.
But I spent a summer.
Yeah, go on, Jake.
It was very
Oh,
small.
I spent a summer in
is
Providence.
that meme about Holden's dick? Come on, y'all.
whatever. Come on.
Bam, 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 bam,
My boss. All right, Jake,
Bam,
come
bam,
on.
bam,
Jake,
bam,
why did you
bam.
tell a story about his summer? Go on, Jake.
I was taking a summer class in Flash animation because that was going to be my ticket to the big time. I was going to be a Flash cartoonist, and I thought the state was beautiful. I thought Providence was a beautiful city.
Yeah.
Rampant mafia crime.
Oh,
just
huge.
insane amounts of organized crime. The mafia fucking run Rhode Island.
Yeah, because it's so small, they just went
I
there
like
and
that,
took it
yeah.
all over.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, the Boston mob specifically, right?
But other than that, besides that very nice personal experience, I know nothing else about the state. The official state bird is a chicken, the Rhode Island Red.
I like that. That's fun. I like that.
fun. Love a good
Chickens
chicken.
are great. What's the? Let's look at that flag.
Well, it's like that joke. Why the chicken cross the Rhode Island?
Oh, state sandwich is
All right.
kind of rough.
Eddie Tunes, EddieTunes.com.
Yes, Ed writes your
Tunes.
jokes for these, huh? All right. Yeah, well, can we get a look at the flag, please?
Get a look at that flag. It's a
that
very
flag.
small state.
Oh,
There's a
something
lot of-
fell. We're going to let him work. Oh,
Oh, hope.
okay.
Okay, it's an anchor. It is
Okay.
a coastal state.
I like the hope. I like the word hope.
You gotta have hope. If you don't have hope, you gotta have change. And
Because they're
either.
hoping Connecticut doesn't just like knock
invade,
down the door.
finally
Yeah.
invade, yeah. Or Massachusetts. Anybody could take out Rhode
All right,
Island.
Red Age says Travis is wrong. Rhode Island accepted all the people who were kicked out of Massachusaches, right? Critics.
Well, yeah, it was, but it was a
sometimes
religious
referred to it
thing.
as Rogues Island.
Look, I had the concept of the truth. All right,
Right.
I
You had a
just
concept of the
I
truth.
had
Yeah,
the
yeah,
concept
yeah.
of the truth on Rhode Island.
Dogs
Yeah.
and cats living together.
In Rhode Island, eating Rhode Island chickens.
All right, what
look,
are we ranking? I don't even know.
Yeah, I
what
don't
we're at
know. I'm
anymore.
gonna say C.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
C. Let's give it a
just
C.
because it's like neutral. It's
neutral.
like-
It's neutral.
and it's right by the sea.
There you go.
Woohoo!
They
All right.
do serve pizza in strips. I will say that's a
Oh,
weird
we
thing
should
about
bump
Rhode
that
Island.
down then. Let's bump
Don't
that
love
down.
that, but that's a C. It's very mid. That's a
Yeah,
big
it's
thing
very
to say.
mid. Very mid.
All right. Please, what is next, please? I'm sorry, I feel bad for screaming.
Whoa, another Dakota.
This is another
Gosh
F, right?
Darn
But
it.
it's the better. So
It
whenever
is
we
the
gave
better
North Dakota,
Dakota.
one better.
Okay, one
That's
better, so
easy.
it's a D.
It's the better Dakota.
Yeah.
Give it a
for
D.
sure. It's definitely a D. They got Mount Rushmore. A lot of the original Democrat pro-worker movement started in South Dakota, and it's very beautiful. The Black Hills, incredible.
And the Sturgis motorcycle rally where crimes
Well,
happen.
Yes, those are bad, but that's what keeps it a D. You know, and Christy Noem is insane. She actually murders dogs. I don't know if she eats them, but she does murder them.
An Idiot Sleep says pizza strips are fucking awesome, by the way. So
Okay,
maybe we're
see,
missing
all right,
out.
so we did good on Rhode Island, and yes, I do agree. South Dakota, firm, hard D.
There you go. Did we skip Oregon? We might have already. I think we already did Oregon.
Oregon,
and
yeah.
This is part 3.
Yeah, this is part 3.
This is
We've
our
already tackled
third
Oregon.
episode where we've done the states. We're almost done. We're
Now,
getting
each
there.
veto only applies to each collection of states, right? We use all the vetoes.
No, I think if anyone wants to veto an old
we'll
state
take a
ranking,
final look at the final.
yes, we're gonna look at the whole thing.
All
So
right,
you might want to hold on to those veto
Get
balloons.
those subs
Mr. Shanks
in.
and TMB for sure. All right, here we go.
The next state is Tennessee.
Well, you got Nashville. Yeah. You know, a lot of people shooting each other.
Yep.
But you also got Nashville.
You got Memphis, you got Dolly Parton, you got Dollywood, you got Johnny Cash.
Yep.
You got a lot of.
But you do have a lot of racism.
So much racism.
Gun crime.
Gerrymandered to all hell by the red Republicans. But you used to have Democrats. You had Al Gore. He was fun. He was a fun robot.
I think Kid Rock's there a lot or whatever, if not all the time.
He owns a restaurant there. Kid Rock is
We drank there. We drank Bud Lights there.
Yeah. Oh my
drank
God.
Bud Lights on the roof.
You didn't go all the way up.
Yeah, we went all the way to the roof.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we went there, because the bar we went to, the karaoke bar we went to was closed, so we were like, oh, let's go. That's a good rooftop bar. But then we got Bud Lights at least.
Yeah, right. And you didn't shoot him or anything. Yeah.
No,
Look,
no.
Nashville saves a lot of Tennessee. There's a lot of good people, good parts of Tennessee. Again, Dolly Parton has got to be one of the sweetest human beings to ever be from Tennessee. But can she save the whole thing? I don't know. I'm leaning towards.
No, that's for hot chicken to redeem.
Oh,
chicken
yes.
does
Nashville
redeem a
hot chicken is delicious. It's
You guys know
very
the
hot.
song Tennessee by Arrested Development?
Yeah.
Oh.
Take me to another land.
Oh, that's what that
Now,
song's
hold
called?
on. Now, hold
That is
on.
called Tennessee.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Now they're talking about get me out of here. Take me to another place. Take me to another
Yeah,
land.
get me out of here.
Get the hell out of here.
That is inaccurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be what they're saying. Exactly.
Yeah. Tennessee spelled backwards. EESSENNET.
Oh, yeah. Well, Memphis used to be a cool music city until Martin Luther King was murdered there.
Yeah.
So I'm also just like,
Day the music died.
yeah, absolutely. And there's still a lot of, him and Buddy Holly. Absolutely.
Yeah. You know they're remaking La Bamba?
I hope not.
They are. They're remaking La Bamba.
hope they're not making-
Why? I don't know why they do it, but I don't know why we need to know. But this time the plane crash should be a lot more, realized, like with CG updates and everything. I think I get it for that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's good. So Tennessee, I'm saying, living up to the last syllable of the name of the state, it's got a C for me.
What do you think, Jake? A C for you? I could see it being a B. It's got very good.
Nashville's awesome.
Nashville's, but I will say Nashville's awesome to a certain degree, but then it also is so weird with the bachelorette parties and open air buses. And
it is where Republicans go to have a Las Vegas weekend.
yes,
Mm.
and
And it's like when we raided Louisiana. Did New Orleans save the whole state of Louisiana? No, it did not.
No.
Even though
No,
it's
it did
awesome
not.
city.
So
No.
yeah, I think what we're saying C. I think I can abide.
I'm leaning towards C. It's not terrible. It's not great, but man, I love going there to party.
the Mirrodin says the only La Bamba I want is from your mamba.
Whoa!
Hey, a lot of
Wait,
history
was that a
represents
mom
the
joke
US,
or a
yeah.
dick joke?
I don't even know, dude. I think
They
it
have
was
the mob
just
jokes for Rhode Island,
It's
apparently.
like an anti-humor kind of thing. It was Nashville. If it was Nashville, it would be higher. But yeah, the whole state is tough. I mean, if you get a tan, they fucking come at. They try to kill you. You know what I mean? It's bad.
That's true.
So
That's why I
would-
never tan.
Yeah, that's why
That's
I
why
stay.
I hide
I've
from
always
the sun.
said that. I've always
Stay
said
at
that
home.
about you.
That's a dick in your mouth joke, says Chugga. Well, you know what? I'm putting a dick in your fucking mom's mouth. How do you feel about that? Even if she is dead.
So C. So
Keep
Tennessee.
the camera on Tears out. Keep the camera on Tears. All right, so we're going
Let's
C.
just-
C, baby.
All right, let's
C.
give it a C. Let's
Plop
give
it
a
in
C.
there. Boing.
All right, here we go. Next up. Take your time.
Oh, golly. Utah.
The Mirrodin says I feel bad for the clown. I get that.
So
God.
okay, here's
lot
the thing
of
about
F's
Utah.
in chat right now. We went to Salt Lake City. Jake, tell them about it.
Tell them about
We
it.
went to Salt Lake City, and it was a very surreal place. A lot of it was very expensive, new urbanist gentrification construction, but it was completely abandoned. All the religious iconography made it feel like it was a separate country. The homeless people were weirdly nice, very cordial, but prolifically amount of homeless people. I did try one of their famous milky sodas, and it was underwhelming. I was not impressed by the dirty sodas.
Right.
And here's the thing. We did a show there, and people came out of the woodwork, and they were like, thank you for coming here. This is
But
a
it was
very
sad. They were like,
conservative city."
thank you. There was this desperation, they don't
But
get...
even they acknowledged that, we should not stick around.
No, and they were like,
there was
and
nothing.
they were like, what's
Leave
that?
before midnight.
What's that in your hand? I was like, this is a book. And they were like,
no.
what are
The Book of Mormon?
What are books? I was
Yeah.
exactly. I was like, you know that because the Book of Mormon. They were like, we didn't know it had words on it and that it was, you know what I mean?
Remember
Or
we went
pictures.
to that rocker bar and all the liquor bottles had like tattletales on them?
I
like
was so
counters?
alienated by the drinking culture,
The
and
liquor
everything,
laws. Yeah,
and the
or
laws
kind
and
of
regulations. I just felt like I was in Big Brother shit. You
Yeah,
know
they
what I
don't
mean?
have real beer. They also regulate porn now.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
heavily.
That would, right when we got there, Pornhub had,
like,
removed themselves from the state.
Yeah.
We were talked about a lot live on stage. Dee's Nux says, "Damn,
Yeah.
Utah's incredible because of the geography and national beauty.
Yeah,
natural
now,
beauty,
that's
but
the
their
thing.
culture and politics are shit."
Yeah, culture, politics, it obviously got taken over by the Mormons at some point. But before all of that, and still existing to this day, is its beautiful geography. You got Zion, Arches, some of the most beautiful national parks. I'd also say Park City, Utah, is where, of course, they have the legendary Sundance Film Festival, which is just a beautiful cultural ski town. So I would say this is one of those situations for me where even though Nashville can't save all of Tennessee and New Orleans can't save all of Louisiana, I do think that Park City and only Park City, because Salt Lake City, you guys.
Can I say right now though, skiing fucks me up a little bit. All right.
I'm not saying you
my
have to do that.
my brother broke his back skiing,
Well, that's
and I broke my dick fucking a lady. Get fucked, bro. All right.
I can't.
F.
I say D because it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I'm gonna say D because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
The national parks are stunning.
It killed Sonny Bono too.
Well, that
Let's
was
go
in
D.
California, but yeah,
That was in California, dude.
yeah.
Let's rank California down for killing Sonny Bono. Let's take it down a
I
notch.
don't know. I think it moves it up in Cher's opinion.
All right, let's give it a D. Let's give it a D. All right, there you go. All right, we got how many? We got 4 left, huh?
Oh, we got 4 left.
Yeah,
oh my
we
God,
can
we're
take
gonna
our
have to
time. We're fine. We can
stretch
take
out
our
the
time.
show a little bit.
Not. I mean, we're you know, as long as we hit an hour, I feel like we're not like we're doing a show. But
Yeah, absolutely.
But I like going a little over, so we could take our time a little bit here.
This is
All right.
fun, you know, we're having fun.
Yeah, we're having some fun. Are you having fun, Jake?
Jake, you having fun over
I
there?
have never had more fun in my entire life.
Chad,
I
are you
am
having fun out there? Can we
painfully
rise
erect
up?
right
Let's
now.
get some subs going. Let's get some love
Let's
in the
get
chat. Let's
some
get some tears emotes. Let's get some fucking balloons in the chat. Mirrodin's not having fun. I'm sorry about the dead mom stuff or whatever. Yeah, we'll take it slow. We got some fun in chat. People are freaking out. People are having a good time.
All
Is
right.
Holden Kamala? Dude, I fucking wish, dude. Love that shit, man.
Ah, cool, dude.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Virginia. Wow, Don Knotts. Okay. I didn't
Virginia.
know.
What do we say about Virginia?
It's for lovers.
Get a driving ticket driving through Virginia.
Yeah, I hate.
I-
honestly, Jake and I, we both lived in D.C. or we worked in D.C. and Jake lived in Maryland. I lived in Virginia. Virginia was terrible for getting pulled over.
Yes.
I've got more tickets in Virginia than
We got a ticket there. I was with some buddies.
Entire life.
We had some.
I
we had
also
some-
got an egregious ticket driving on I-95.
And I only
through
lived there like
Virginia.
6 months, and I was just like, how did they get me? Like four times in 6 months? It's a bit
Yeah.
much. But beyond that, it's beautiful. You got the Blue Ridge Mountains. Very, very, very pretty. You've got, of course, Arlington, Virginia.
Yeah.
Alexandria,
What was the
beautiful city.
bad things happen in Arlington, right?
Yeah, so a lot of lobbyists live there, so you know a lot of crimes are
Wasn't
happening.
there a shooting?
Yes,
or-
but those evil college-educated dipwads are why we got Virginia.
Okay.
You know,
Toll
it's
roads.
so, you know.
Yeah. Well, Charlottesville, obviously, recently, not great history there. So you know, there's some interesting people in the woodwork in Virginia. Also, I know in a lot of the states we're talking about the Civil War back in the Confederacy days. Richmond, Virginia, was the capital of the Confederacy for a while before it almost got
but
attacked and they moved it to
now
Atlanta.
Richmond
Yeah.
is a really fucking cool town.
I had a great time
It's
in
like
Richmond.
a really great town.
I
to
had a
hang
great
out
time
with.
in Richmond,
Great for
no.
the arts. Guar comes from Richmond.
Guar.
That takes it up a notch for me.
Love a good guar.
Love the
Absolutely.
love the guar.
State sandwich is country ham on bread.
The Weed
with
Jonkler, thank you for the gifted sub to
Country
Dish.
ham. What about city ham? What is that? Is that just bologna?
That's
What's
the wet
um,
ham.
What's
That's
the
the wet
bird?
ham. Wet ham.
What's the bird?
Oh, probably the
Northern Cardinal.
Yeah, just the Cardinal.
Yeah,
First.
that's
Yeah.
pretty boring. That's pretty bullshitty.
Yeah, Virginia.
I don't know what to say. I think C.
Yeah, I'm thinking C. It's just mid.
Well, wait, I don't even know if it's C. Is it kind of D? Because I feel like there's a little more going on for a place to be C. I mean, what else is going on there?
Am I wrong for thinking B? Like, it's got a rich history, lots of presidents, fun towns. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I've had good times there.
I say we split the difference and stick with C. It's so mid. There's nothing
Confederate flags everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah, because again, there it is. There's the Confederate flag right there.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
That fucker, man. One of these days, I'm gonna blow that Confederate flag's brains out, and we'll be done with it. We'll be rid of it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm saying C for Confederacy. That's where Virginia belongs. That's its history, but it's not B. It's not D. For me, it's just mid.
There you go.
Mid-Atlantic for a reason.
But Robert E. Lee, good strategist. All right. James just went, what the fuck, dude?
I guess technically he did a good job for a little bit.
For a little bit, he did okay.
And then he fucked it all up.
No, Robert E. Lee was a bad strategist? Holden the racist? He was so bad at war? He was bad. He historically wasn't.
Yeah. I mean, all of these things.
Oh my God, so funny. All right, let's go. I know they lost. I'm not rooting for them.
Did we say C?
I rescind what I said.
Yeah, C.
Yeah, I don't even like history. Anyways, what's happened? I'm sorry. All right. He was a rich guy that failed upwards. Geez, who does that remind me of? All right. Next up. Washington.
Ooh, Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, grunge.
Ooh, I love
Washington. A lot of dogs live there.
It's so nice. It was so peaceful. The rain and suicide rate, I think, are the two things working against Washington. Beyond that, it's
Amazon and Starbucks.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Businesses start there and then they become successful.
Abortion, says Hilaire Satan.
Yep.
A lot of people are saying S. It's very rainy, though. I think we forget about that a lot.
Rainy and suicidal.
Very suicidal.
But you can't spell suicide without S, so I'm leaning towards S. It's pretty awesome. It's right up there with Oregon for sure.
And yeah, people are booing. We got a boo for Amazon. I will say, I don't boo Amazon. I get a lot of packages from them, and I know, and I'm sorry to say that. I guess, wow, I'm really making myself hateable between the last two comments I've made, huh?
All the things you like about states are the worst parts of the states.
Can somebody speak on Tacoma or Spokane or Olympia? Like, I feel like all I got is Seattle emotions, and I have no bearing
Olympia
on the
was
rest
kind
of
of
the
fun.
state.
Yeah, Olympia. They named the city for Olympia Dukakis, and
not
she's
accurate.
a fantastic actress. Sister of Michael Dukakis, former governor of Massachusetts, a presidential candidate in 1980 on the Democratic ticket. So there's lots of fascinating things about Washington that people don't think about.
Chuggabud says suicide keeps the population down.
That's true. It is a good thing.
Then why is rent so high in Seattle?
Oh, that's a bad thing.
Ferrixplay says, as someone who lives in Phoenix, I do violence to Holden to get some of that rain here. So you got to look at it on each side of the.
Oh, that's true. Most of the country's under drought right now. I mean, good Lord. So Seattle and Washington, they can start sharing some of that rain with other states.
Ooh, you know what? Mr. Shanks makes a very good point. Great for video games. You got Microsoft, Valve, Nintendo of America.
Yeah,
based out of
Nintendo
Washington.
America's in Seattle. Yeah.
Also, I learned in Seattle that they have these islands where all the rich people live. Like, rich people can get their own island there, and then you don't have to deal with them every day.
Yeah.
They're just over off in some sound, they call it over there, which the only sound a rich person makes is cha-ching. We all know that.
Someone also said Frasier.
I love it when you do social
that's
commentary
right,
like that.
Frasier.
Baby, I hear the blues are calling.
The salad and scrambled eggs.
They're calling again.
Frasier has left the building.
They're calling again.
And now he's a conservative on Fox Nation.
They're calling again.
Well, minus Frasier and all the suicide and rain, I'm saying at least A tier.
Suicide is painless.
It brings on many
only joy.
changes.
Yeah.
And okay. We should put a trigger warning on some of this stuff.
Yeah.
But
Whoa, let's not put a trigger on anything.
oh my God, you're right, Kurt Cobain. Look out! It's Courtney
Lord.
Love.
Come on, people.
Woo. Yeah, grunge. I mean, Nirvana. So many great
Twin
things.
Peaks is the
If it's not S, it's definitely A.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is Washington where that weird rock and roll museum is? That's called like
No.
the Magic.
Yes,
Music?
the Rock and
No.
Roll Experience Museum. I've been to
Rock
it.
and Roll Experience?
Some shit like that, isn't it?
Well, the Rock and Roll
Yeah.
Hall of Fame is in Cleveland, Ohio. Which
No,
for me
that's
just
what I'm saying. There's a
bumps that right up
different,
again.
like, newer one that was like funded by .com 1.0 money.
Red Age brings
And I
up a good point, though. Dave Grohl coming out recently, banging
He
in that lady.
handled that with as much dignity as a
Having a
bastard father
baby.
could.
Wow, way to pick the debate day too. And they were like, and the day before 9/11 too. He was just like, all right, we're just gonna slip this past the fucking
Flip
goal.
it in there.
I love Dave Grohl though. All right, what are we giving it? An A?
A, baby.
A.
If not S,
A.
for
I
sure.
say A. Some things keep it down. It's too rainy.
Yeah.
Woo! Can't spell Amazon without 2 A's.
There you go. Love it. 2-day shipping, free.
You seem slightly hung up on the spelling of states, Travis.
I am. It's either called artisticist or autisticist.
Ah,
It's
yes.
one of those. But you can't spell either one of those without A as well.
There you go. Next. Okay.
Whoa, not a
Great
state.
image.
Not a state. Get it out.
So it's
Get
not
it
a
out.
state?
It's not a state. It's a district. It's a district.
Whoa.
I mean,
whoa.
it's
So
not-
I'm gonna
it
fucking
should-
rank Washington D.C.
Now, look, Jake and I, again, we met in the D.C. area. We did comedy there for a long time. I love Washington, D.C. It is awesome.
It's a
It is
great
historical.
city.
It's a great
Yeah, how do they
city.
deal with state laws then and stuff? How do
That's
they-
the problem. It is not a state, and there's many people there. They want statehood for D.C. I agree with the sentiment, but unfortunately, historically,
Brexit too. I'd like to exit the British or the UK as well.
country. But yeah, no taxation without representation. They have it on every single license plate. But there is a reason that the founding fathers, who are now all dead, made Washington, D.C., District of Columbia a district, and that's because they wanted no one state out of the 13 states that they had at the time to have the actual capital of the entire country
Wow.
inside of it. So they
didn't even know about
very
this.
specifically carved it out in between the southern states and the northern states, right in between Maryland and Virginia, the Mason-Dixon line, and they put it there because this is where everyone would come to compromise.
Can you explain it like Ed?
Put it this way. If you got 2 giant slices of bread, one's Maryland, one's Virginia, and then DC is like a piece of pastrami, baby. Eddie Tunes, EddieTunes.com. Eddie
All
Tunes.
right. Yeah. So we're just not gonna rank it.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not
F.
rankable.
It's got to
not a
be
fucking
F. It's not a state. It's F.
Not a- it's nothing. It's just
No,
it's
just leave it off.
Back
Leave
into
it
the
off.
ether.
Leave it off.
Back into
Leave
the
it
It
off.
ether
should
with
be
you.
it should have state
should have
status, and
state-
it
Okay,
would
let's
be
say
S.
this.
Here's
If
the thing.
it was a state, what would you give it? Honorary
S.
ranking. You don't have to put it on the grid.
Oh.
We'll leave it off. But what would you give it if you had to give it a ranking?
All right, here's how it should go. 50 states is a good system. We need to combine the Dakotas. Just call it Dakota Fanning. Make her governor of it. And then Washington, D.C. should be its own state, and it would be a B-tier state.
There you go. Beautiful. All right. I like that, but we're going to leave it off in honor of Travis and everybody in chat who wants this statehood. I didn't even know. How close are they to getting statehood?
Not like they have a representative in Congress. They have a senator who speaks on behalf, but they don't have votes. They don't have actual votes, which is insane.
So how do they
Congress
get? They're
will
not
go
even
out of
close
their
to
way.
getting statehood.
Yeah, there's more people who live in Washington, D.C. in the little 10-mile by 10-mile district than there are that live in both of the Dakotas.
And a lot of them are doing really bad comedy.
Yeah, that's where me and Jake got along and got around.
Not
Actually,
you
the
guys.
comedy scene there is fantastic.
It was awesome. We had a great time. Shout out to Jermaine Fowler, our partner non
Jermaine Fowler, absolutely.
Hampton Yount, Andy Haynes, Rory Scoville. So many great comics.
So many great comics. Yeah, I digress. I am incorrect. All right, last one, right?
This is it. This
Last
is the big finish.
I can't believe 3 parts.
Whew, this was a
It's
doozy. It's been an
50
honor
states.
serving with y'all. I just
been
wanna
incredible.
Say,
Thank you.
Tirzo, thank you for your service. Never forget. Thank you, Jake. I
Yes.
love you always. Holden, thank you for having.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I feel like you book me on these.
I do. I booked you.
All right. Thank you for booking me on these.
Time is running out. Let's roll.
Here we go. Oh, that's a 9/11 song by Neil Young.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good memory.
All right.
You really do never forget.
I know all the great 9/11 songs.
Yeah, the buildings. The buildings falling. All right, what do we have next? Whatever. So, what do we
Here we
have?
go. Whoa, the
ended on
world's
Wisconsin.
largest piece of cheese.
Ended on Wisconsin, huh? I mean, we're not really ending, by the way. We have a couple of sub balloons
Got
to
a
give
ton of
out.
balloons where people can just mishmash all the.
And
I
James
still got a
or
balloon.
Jake has a sub balloon as well.
Look, Wisconsin it should be as likable as with Minnesota for me, but too many serial killers, too many bad Republicans, from your Paul Ryans to your Scott Walkers. I mean, it's good grief. Ron Johnson, just disgusting Republicans out of the woodwork from Wisconsin. But you do have the Green Bay Packers.
I love the cheese. I love
Yeah,
the
the cheese.
vibes.
I mean,
There is
the
a
curds.
vibe to that
Milwaukee.
place.
Milwaukee. I had a great time in Milwaukee.
There's
this
a
summer.
laid back
Yeah.
vibe to Wisconsin that I was immediately drawn to.
Yeah. In
There's
terms
a
of
darkness to the drinking a
for
little
sure,
bit.
because it's always winter there.
It's always
You
winter.
drink a lot, but
There's a lot
Spotted
of like
Cow. Spotted Cow is one of the best beers I've
Spotted
ever
Cow's
had.
great. Love
my
Spotted
entire
Cow.
life. And
I have a
comedy
soft
clubs.
spot. Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, great for
Comedy Club,
clubs.
Comedy Club on State in Madison, Wisconsin, might win my top 3 along with the one where you got
Comedy
your balls
Works.
sucked. Comedy.
Yeah, I got
Works
my
in
balls
Denver.
sucked.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever sucked your balls in Madison, but
No, it just drew a smiley face on my tip of my penis.
that's nice.
And they go, "Hey, it's the funny man! It's the funny man!" I heckled my penis heckled me.
That's
All
incredible.
through the show, it was crazy.
I just want to send my respects to Eugene V. Debs, a famous Wisconsinite, a
Oh,
socialist
yeah.
presidential candidate, ran from jail, and
Sure.
the sewer socialists of Milwaukee, who got that title because they were a socialist government in American City, and everybody were annoyed with them because they couldn't shut up about how they successfully built one of the first functional sewer systems in
Wow.
America.
And, yeah, no, it's a great point. And also good political history. You got Fighting Bob Follett.
Yeah.
By Fighting Bob Follett, he was governor of Wisconsin. He ran in 1924, which was a crazy year. 100 years ago. Think about it. It was a crazier presidential election almost than we have now. But Fighting Bob Follett, he won one state, and that was the state he was governor of, Wisconsin. But the people, yeah, I know. I'm allergic to Bob Follett, too. But the people are so nice. That's also where 1912, where Teddy Roosevelt was actually shot right before making a speech. And the people are so nice. Teddy Roosevelt forgave his would-be assassin right there on the spot. And, of course, his speech was so thick that it stopped the bullet from killing him. And he went and made his entire speech. And he actually left the bullet in. That's how nice Wisconsin is. So politically, it's a mixed bag. You also had Joe McCarthy, the communist hunter, was a senator from Wisconsin. He was
Yeah, I
a
don't like
raging
him.
asshole.
Don't
No one
like
liked
him.
him. No, but he drank himself to death like any good Wisconsin.
Good night, good luck though. Great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie, and we wouldn't have had it without him.
Okay.
Even though countless lives were ruined, but we wouldn't have gotten that really good.
So many lives.
That 1.5 hour of my life would be not in existence.
It was a
and that would
good,
suck.
yeah, that was good. So Wisconsin.
Thank you, Sunny Side Up 0902 says you guys rock.
Oh.
Thank you so much. Yo,
Hey.
hey, shout outs in chat and get those subs pouring in as we get close to close this out. You can sub right there, hit that button, gift those subs. We want to see some love in chat as we close this out. By the way, Tears of a Clown going back to a weekly format. So we'll see you right here, same time, same place, next Wednesday, bitches. And damn it, I'm not gonna take it anymore. What are we saying for Wisconsin? I'm thinking C.
It's
B?
got to be
I'm thinking B.
C. C. I'm thinking C.
I love the vibes there. I do love
Love
the
Okay,
the
wait.
vibes. Yeah, Jake, what do you got?
Last
Holden
minute
Molest.
push
Yeah, what's up?
Push. what do you got?
for Wisconsin for B.
I don't
Mars
think there's any
Cheese
more room
Castle.
in the B tier. Can we get a?
Wait. Listen to what Jake just said.
What did he say?
The Mars Cheese Castle.
Fuck
a
yeah, dude.
Oh, I did
Midwestern
go there.
roadside
Yeah.
palace.
I went there after
the best
Milwaukee.
goddamn string cheese I've ever had in my goddamn
And the
life.
cheese curds. I got these
curds.
dill
Oh, the
flavored
curds.
cheese curds, bro, and a 6-pack of Spotted Cow after leaving Milwaukee from the Mars Cheese Castle.
Heaven,
Yeah, Bud Bags
heaven
just
on
got,
earth.
God, dude, got the timeout. That's so good.
That's awesome.
All right, anyways,
So bumping it to that bumps it up to C. Where was it before? I want to see the.
I'm bumping
the
it to
graphic.
B based
Where's the
solely
graphic?
on-
I like B.
Oh,
Let's
B.
give it
Yeah,
a
there's
B.
room in B. Okay.
I like the
I'm fine
vibes.
with
Give it a B.
And I like Madison, Wisconsin, and Milwaukee.
All right, now for the reckoning. TMB has a sub balloon. Jake has a sub balloon.
Tearzo's.
I'm sorry, a veto balloon. TMB has a veto balloon. Jake has a veto balloon,
I've
and
used mine. Holden has used his.
Mr. Shanks has a veto balloon. What I want to do right now, Travis, you're better with the shape of states, and I think you have better eyes than me.
I do. Even
Can you
just
go
by-
through starting
when
at
I-
F?
When I wear these glasses, I can see every single state in this fine country of ours. So here we go. Rated F, everyone, and I don't think there's any qualms with any of these. Alabama, South Carolina, Mississippi, Indiana, North Dakota, and Oklahoma.
Dog shit
Does
states.
everyone agree with that? Do we have any
Complete
vetoes
dog
on
shit
any of those dog shit states?
We'll keep it going. Let's just do them all, and then we'll
All
see
right.
what people decide.
Rated in the D tier, everyone. You got Wyoming, Arkansas, Texas, Delaware, Florida, West Virginia, New Hampshire. Interesting. That one may deserve to be bumped up. I don't want to be biased. Ohio, you stay right there, you piece of shit. South Dakota.
Real quick before
and
we even
Utah.
get into it, Mr. Shake says, I waited 3 whole episodes for this. New Jersey to S, baby.
What?
S scripted, best pizza, best shore, Pine Barrens for life. It was New Jersey at A? Is it at
Yeah.
A?
Where was it? But yeah, it was at
New
A.
Jersey,
right. Move it up to
outside
S.
of the fucking joke,
That's
New
Mr.
Jersey
Shanks.
is a grand
Mr.
state.
Shanks. Yeah, New Jersey, it's just got a bad rap from all the mobs. But now we know that all the mobs went to Rhode Island, too.
There you go, New Jersey. Congrats. I cannot fucking believe New Jersey is that. That's a travesty. That is
crazy.
travesty.
That is crazy. So
That is a Travis Irvine.
thank you. That was my nickname in high school.
Oh, TMB chimed in. TMB says,
here we
I'm
go.
moving my beloved home.
Yeah, you got it.
Go
Take
for
it.
Go for it, Jake.
Hold on. Okay, if they're from Massachusetts, so it's I'm moving my beloved home state
Oh,
of
yeah.
Massachusetts up. If I could, I would move it to S. I would.
All right,
So
so move it up
Massachusetts
one.
up.
Consider it done. Oh, from C tier.
They can move it up to B.
No.
Yep, move it up
Let
to
him
B.
Move it up to S.
No, move it up to B.
Someone else move it. It's too crowded in B right now.
No, it's
now I
fine.
can't see my F tier.
All right. And then we have a TMB. It's sub-balloon done. Jake has one still. Keep reading them off, Travis.
All right. Well, I can't see F anymore, but we got through
fine.
all
We're
those.
done with F.
And to finish up the D's before we got to the other sub veto was South Dakota, Utah. So now moving on to the C tier where Massachusetts was just located. If anyone wants to keep moving it on up, I would actually be fine with that. But at the C tier, we have very solidly, I think, appropriately, Nebraska, Connecticut, Idaho for some reason, Iowa, Rhode Island, Tennessee, and Virginia.
So mid,
A lot of
yeah.
those check out for me, but what's chat saying?
Incredibly mid. We're done
Travis,
with chat vetoes.
That's
I
it?
believe I went hard in defense of Idaho because of my lifelong, I would say, obsession with the
With
potato.
potatoes, sure, but it's where
I
Ernest
think that
Hemingway
was
killed
its
himself.
sole-
It was even
Well,
a
he
man who
wouldn't
wanted to
have
kill
if he
himself
had a
his whole life
delicious
didn't know
potato meal.
Idaho. All right. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. But Jake does have one more veto. If anyone wants to move, man.
Eric Play says, chat, you know what we have to do? Give it to the clown. I want to see Tearzo emotes in chat if you want to give the chat balloon to the clown. Because I don't think any one state anyone would agree on.
Yeah, there's
all
too
of
many
chat agreeing.
options.
So
Yeah.
give us some Tearzo emotes if you want it to go to the clown. I'm seeing a wall of Tearzo emotes, and I think we do need to give it.
Yeah. Tearzo, if you want to take a B state and move it up to A, just make it
Yeah.
easier for me to read.
Chaos veto. All right, keep
all I
it
care
going.
about right
Keep it
now.
going, Travis. Let's finish this out.
Well, there's so many B states. If anyone wants to step in and move one from the B to the
no,
A,
finish it out.
it's hard for me to see. There's so many right now. But here we
You
go.
want me to read
Oh,
them, or can you?
Tearzo's doing it. Tearzo's doing it.
No, just
Oh,
read
I'll do it. All right. B, for some reason, Kansas is in B. Alaska in B for some reason. Georgia, B for some reason. Kentucky in B for some. Were we high when we did all these? Maybe. Kentucky, Louisiana, Missouri, Arizona, Nevada, Maryland, Wisconsin, Massachusetts, all in B.
I see it.
I think some of those
You know
can
what?
move down or
You know
up.
what?
What,
I'm
Jake?
popping my balloon. I'm popping
Yes,
my balloon.
please get us.
Alaska, what the fuck are you? What are you
Yeah.
doing? You're so
fucking
big.
take
You're
that
so
down.
far away.
I don't
What
even know
the,
where you
like,
are. Yeah, I don't even know where you are.
Pump that right down.
Go down, down, down.
Woo! Look at that. Now I can
you
read
go.
them all again. Hell yeah. Thank you, Jake.
All right.
Perfect.
There you go. Pop it. The only balloon left
Ooh.
is for Tearzo. I'm afraid of what's about to happen. Give us the A's and the S's.
Wild card with Tearzo.
I think
so
I know
here we
what's
go.
gonna
We got our
happen.
A tiers coming up. Tearzo is salivating at the clown mouth. Here we go. Your A states are Vermont, Montana, Michigan, Oregon, North Carolina, Maine, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, and Washington.
All right. S.
Here we go. S tier, your final and highest tier. Of course, you've got California, Illinois, Hawaii, Colorado, Minnesota, New York, and now, thanks to chat, New Jersey.
Unbelievable.
Everybody.
I can't believe New Jersey.
All of those are
yes.
really good, though, except for one of them.
And Tirzo, go ahead and make your final move, and we're closing this out.
Oof. Oh, my God.
And I know
They're gonna
I
bump
have a feeling.
Indiana
It's
up.
so stupid. Yeah, it's so dumb.
Football, Indiana. Okay.
No.
2 words, 3 words.
words.
1 word, it's a state. Driving.
Car.
Me. Driving
Football.
the car.
Cat.
Driving. Oh my God! They're gonna take Indiana and they're gonna bump. No,
No,
Indiana.
Singing.
Football
is in
Football.
every
Cats.
state.
Panthers.
Cats.
Carolina.
The Cats.
Driving.
Oh, Panthers?
Driving
Doing
me
the
crazy.
Lions, the Detroit Lions.
Detroit? Detroit.
Oh, Michigan.
Michigan.
Michigan is on the
Michigan.
move. Michigan
All
is
right.
on the move.
Michigan is
Congratulations.
You know what? I accept that. Michigan, as an Ohio guy, Michigan is doing a lot right these days. Thank you, Tears.
Amazing. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us to finish out the states. What a long time coming. I'm so glad we finally made it here. We got to post this tier list up. This has been 3 episodes in the making, our only multi-parter that we've ever done. Thank you so much, Travis. We'll have you back on for a ranking of presidents or something, and we'll get to that at some point. But thank you so much, Travis. Anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, follow me at Travis Irvine USA across all social media platforms. And if you want to know why Ohio sucks, check out my comedy album, Guy from Ohio. It's full of all kinds of shit to talk about Ohio.
And we're back next week. We're back to weekly, guys. So please come back next week to join us. And Jake and I, we got Wizard the Bruiser Jake doing Puppet Jared tomorrow on Twitch, 7 p.m. EST, I believe, is the start time on that. Holdenator's Ho over on Twitch as well. And my Instagram is hacked, so report it. Holden.haters. They added a dot.
I tagged you today. No one.
Haters. Yeah. And
congratulations to Jake on your big game show appearance,
Oh,
baby.
shit. Yeah, check out The Floor starting September 25th. My big fat face is going to be on there.
Hell
I've always
yeah.
said your big fat face belonged on the floor.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, James. Thank you, Tirzo.
Yeah.
Have a great night, everybody. Peace.
Woo! USA.
From the mountains
USA.
to the prairie.